Ever since BDSP came out last year, I've been wanting to do a challenge on it. Little did I know that everyone was going to do a monotype run with it straight away. One of the few types that was left, and probably is still left by the time I put this video up, is rock typing. But I didn't want to do rock because of their weaknesses, so instead I came up with a big brain challenge. I'm going to do Shining Pearl with heavy Pokemon only. I classify Pokemon as heavy if they are above 100 kilograms and whatever it is in the Yankee system. You know most rules, so the only one I'll go into is the following one. The species clause. This means that I allow myself to catch as many Pokemon of the same species as I can, as long as I just use one of those on my team and catch them in different areas. We're getting our first teammate right away, the legend himself, Turtwig. The next few teammates we also get fairly quickly, and we can find these in pretty much every area in the entire game. Magikarp and Geodude. We fish up Magikarp on the left of Jubilife after we got the fishing rod from an old guy who desperately wants to explain you how to fish. Next up, in the cave north of Jubilife, we catch a Geodude. I did this so I can catch an Onyx once we get to Oreburgh. In fact, we are already in Oreburgh. Look, there's the Onyx I caught. After grinding up until the level cap, it was time for a Rock. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle considering the fact that I have a Turtwig. But I didn't even need Turtwig up until the very end. Geodude actually did the entire thing with a Rock Smash. I wanted to switch out to Turtwig once Cranidos came out, but I trusted a Twitch chat member that the AI never uses Buildos. I'm gonna trust you! And this is exactly why we don't trust the people in chat. Geodude, you serve me well. Your replacement, the other Geodude, will avenge you. Mars usually is considered a Nuzlocke killer. I didn't really have issues with her. Rock types, got to love him at the very start, got to hate him at the very end. Next up is Gardenia. Before I actually tried her, I had to grind for hours at Eterna Forest to get my Pokemon to the level cap. Because most of my Pokemon were rock, and there are a lot of weasels and other things that could potentially end one of my Pokemon's existence, I had to grind to level 10 Banaries and Wimples for hours upon hours. Gardenia starts off with Cherubi, so I decided to go with Groudon first. Half of my team was 1 hit away from dying. Everybody knows that when you slap grass on a rock, it instantly dies. And if you didn't, bruh, you've been living under a rock, haven't you? After a couple of crows with Groudon, it got rid of the Turtwig and Cherubi, but the Turtwig did get a Reflect off. Her Rose Ray did a shit ton of damage with Grass Knot, and because of that I knew I had to sacrifice a Pokemon, which was my second Geodude, ironically named after the viewer that killed my first one. After whittling it down with a few Pokemon, Rose Raid fell too. Jupiter can be hard too, but as you can tell by the footage, which is non-existent, I had no problem with her either. Even though fighting is probably one of my weakest types to go against, Gyarados pulled his weight and with one Rain Dance and a couple of waterfalls, he crushed her entire team. Right after that battle, we had another gym leader, Crash Awake. Because we now had a Magneton, this would go somewhat easier. Thankfully, Thunderbolt is available in the Veilstone department store and a lot of other quality moves. It's a Nuzlocke's dream, honestly. Crash Awake was really simple. Thunderbolt the Gyarados, Grass the Quagsire, and I guess I crunched the Floatzel to death. I couldn't really tell, the stream footage is just as fucked as I was back in my Psychic Hardcore Nuzlocke. Hey, Harley from the future here. I'm looking back at this footage right now and it seems to me that it actually isn't corrupt for some damn reason. I don't know why I put this in script, but hey, it's in there anyway. While I'm on this topic anyway, I stream these challenges and much more than that live on Twitch, so if you do want to help me with these challenges or just see me live stream, link is down in the description. It seems to me that I have started to get a little rusty on my script writing. I completely forgot to put Fantinai in here. So, Twitch highlights, please help me with this. Magnezone, please tell me you have enough. You do have enough? Okay. It was a crit, so we never know if that would have actually mattered. We are locked into Thunderbolt right now. That isn't a problem whatsoever. She's going to do Dazzling Gleam. That's probably all she's got, right? Now think about it. Slush Bomb is I'm not affected by, and Shadow Claw. Well, Shadow Claw would have probably done more, but that's on her, not on me. And then her last one is going to be a Miss Mages. What can she do with that thing? A Magical Leaf and Dazzling Gleam don't do jack, so she's got to go with Phantom Force. Or go with Confuse Ray right away. James, please. We only have one shot at this. Oh, that doesn't do anything at all. And that does a shit ton. I think we're out of potion range. So basically James did this all by himself. But I gotta switch out now though, because I can't take another hit. from that. Gyarados will probably tank it too. We also got the Citrus Berry on it. That doesn't do anything whatsoever. She does use Confuse Ray a lot though. And I do get the hits a lot. Yeah, if that's the best you got. There we go, there's the Citrus Berry popping. And that's Fantana down. I didn't expect this to be such an easy one. I haven't really talked about Barry too much, if at all, during this run. That's because up until the very end, he's actually really bad. Byron though, he's hard as steel. I led with Gyarados to counter his Bronzor with Crunch. He died in 2 hits, but not before setting up a Sandstorm. Thankfully it didn't matter, since most of my team is Rock, Ground or Steel. I then switched out to Torterra, since I knew he was going to go for Thunderfang. 2 Earthquakes and it went down. Bastiodon lived an Earthquake and used Iron Defense, but I killed it the second time since I was faster. After we beat up multiple Galactic commanders who were also really weak, we head up to the cold north to fight Candace. Even though I had a lot of weaknesses against her team, I wasn't scared of her ice types. The only Pokemon I was scared of was her Medicham, because that could counter my entire team. Plus, she also has an Expert Belt on it, which lets her move to 20% more damage if it's super effective. Snover went down in 1 Flash Cannon, and so did her Sneasel. But then, Medicham came out and used the Bulk Up after I used Dragon Dance with Gyarados. This thing is probably a Nuzlocke killer. It is a Nuzlocke killer. Thankfully I can catch like 200,000 other Magikarps. I don't really think there's anything on my team that can... It has an Expert Belt. I don't want to go with Raihan either. The only thing I can do is Onyx. It's killing everything. There's nothing faster than this Medicham. The only thing I can hope is that I live and I fuck up a Thunderbolt, otherwise it's... It's game here. I knew I was done for here. There was nothing I could have done. Medicham was faster than anything in my entire team. And it actually got the OHKO on everything too. I asked chat if I could have a do-over, and all 2 people in chat said yes. Because I now have my rematch, I knew I had to try something else. Magnezone wouldn't work. So I went with the best strategy you'll ever encounter. Dragon Dance Gyarados. It killed everything except the Bulbasaur. I had to let Gyarados go so I could get another one in safely. Afterwards, Magnezone made quick work of her Bulbasaur. Thankfully, I caught 3 more Gyarados and trained them up in between streams, because that's why we have the Species Clause, to get more Gyarados. With Candace defeated, we now only had 1 more gym leader to go, and that is Volkner. That's what I would have got to, if Cyrus didn't get in the way again. He wants to get rid of the entire galaxy and make himself Emperor, or God, or Senate. It's all the same thing. Either way, Cyrus, haven't you been a naughty boy? Needless to say, Cyrus's last battle went, well, mostly right. Oh yeah, did I mention that Raihan evolved into Rhydon? Thought I didn't, but yeah, he evolved a while ago and I can't be asked to write everything in the script properly tonight, so it seems. Volkner shouldn't be too hard, considering most of my Pokemon are ground types, right? His Raichu knows Surf and his Luxray has the Elemental Fangs. 2 Earthquakes from Torterra got rid of his Raichu. Then he threw out his Octillery, and I switched out to Magnezone to counter his Aurora Beam, and kill it in the next turn. Same goes for Ambipom. His Luxray required an unnecessary sacrifice, being my Graveler. I mistook his Crunch for Fire Fang and got him killed. Rhydon then finished the job. Now, if you've seen my very first run, the Platinum one, you might know that I despise the Elite Four simply because of Cynthia. In BDSP, you could consider them harder than Platinum, but you could also consider them easier, considering most of their Platinum teams were better. So, do you think BDSP, its Elite Four is harder than Platinum or easier? Let me know in the comments. The first Elite Four is Aaron. I tried starting with Gyarados using his Dragon Dance. This is what I always do with harder battles, because you want them dead as soon as you can. If you know my luck, we got poisoned, which meant Gyarados was on a timer. You could only defeat Dustox in the end because of Heracross coming out. I switched to Palkia to tank a hit and then dish out a choice spec Stab boosted Surf. Did I mention that he also has a special attack Up Nature? Beautyfly quickly met its end too. Vespiquen faced my newly acquired Steelix. Did I mention that I got that in Iron Island? Well, now you know. There was nothing Vespiquen could do against Steelix's sky-high defense. Can Steelix's defense even be sky-high if he is one of the heaviest Pokemon? When Drapion came in, it killed Steelix right away with 2 critical hits. Miscalculation, my mistake. Rhyperior then killed it. Burfa is easy, not even with better movesets and items. Torterra had a blast killing everything with Wood Hammer and Giga Drain, and Palkia killed a Racipodon. Here's the highlights. Pseudo Wudo, Rock type, Golem, has sturdy, can't really do anything because it has Earthquake and Stone Edge, which are both resistant to Whiscash. knows Ice Beam, but I'll outspeed it because of my level advantage, and the only thing that she can actually do to me is with her Hippowdon. And that's her entire team explained. We got Giga Drain and Wood Hammer on this, by the way, to recover, because it does so much damage to my own baby too. And this is exactly what I hate about the AI in this game. No! It has a Rindo Berry, because of course it does. But that's okay, we get the Giga Drain off right now. And now it's dead. We're back at a better position than we were at the very beginning. Pseudo Wudo, Sucker Punch, Low Kick, Double Edge, Head Smash, Giga Drain. Next. She gonna send out Hippowdon? No, Golem first. You were faster than at Golem anyway, you didn't have to pop your Quick Lull. Oh, she's gonna use Rock Polish. Now it probably would have mattered. A Sturdy Trigger again. Yeah, because it's full health. I figured as much. And now we got Hippowdon, which knows Ice Fang. So what I'm gonna do right now... But it was your baby. Yeah, it is my baby. You're right about that. I'm going into Palkia right away. I'm not gonna sit around with this anymore. I'm not gonna make some shitty moves that will fuck me over. Going ham straight away. There you go. That's Bertha down. Bertha isn't that good at all. It just... Flint is a bit of a weird case, since his BDSP team doesn't have a full Fire-type team here. Instead, he uses Drifblim, Steelix, and... Did I just get poisoned again? Raparia got rid of Lopunny. Drifblim wanted to minimize and bait and pass into Infernape. Is that a burn on Palkia? Palkia smashed the Infernape after getting rid of its Focus Sash, of course. Only one death so far. Now for Lucian and his Psychic types. Our level cap was 66, because I used Cynthia's Garchomp for that one. Thanks for being overpowered, I guess. The level difference really did the work with most battles. But since we're so far in, the levels are gaining on us. And that stat gap doesn't matter as much anymore. You can probably tell by the footage. Even with an 8 level difference, they still do so much damage. And then along came his Medicham, which slashed my team in half. Alakazam and Bronzong made quick work of my last Pokemon. But then I realized I still had one Pokemon left at the very end. Gyarados. Let's see if we can do a couple Dragon Dances. This thing does know Sucker Punch. The Spiritomb of her. So if I do Dragon Dance, she doesn't attack me. Or she does attack me, but she does attack me indirectly. Let's hope the AI is stupid, but I don't think it will be. Because it goes for what it sees that it thinks does most damage, probably. Oh, let's see how far you can go. Can you even beat the Spiritomb at this point? Yes, you can. Okay. You just had to do it. You just had to do it. Well, that's it. That was the Nuzlocke. I'm not even kidding, that literally was the Nuzlocke because I only had my Gyarados left. I'm sorry, little guy. As much as I love you, I can't fathom. I can't. I just can't win, okay? Wait. Why do I hear boss music? Hold on. I'm hearing boss music. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Yes, okay, so I'm back, and yeah, I now know why I heard boss music. What do you say?
I want to ram my Woodhammer up her Garchomp's ass.
Yeah? Okay. What, you want to do it again?
Now put me down.
You want to beat that Garchomp yourself?
I will put my Woodhammer in your ass if you keep going.
Well, I've had it then. Let's do that. This is my Dragon type run all over again. Did I beat Cynthia with Gyarados in the end? Yes. Yes, I did. After 4 attempts and after I revived all my Pokemon except for Steelix since I didn't have enough revives for that. You defeated champion Cynthia. You wanna know how I feel right now? I wanna... fucking got him! Okay, we're done here. Now we can still doing a dab in 2022. Yeah, I love it. Considering that we failed the challenge, I would still encourage you to click that like button if you did enjoy the video. It'll help me out a lot, especially since the algorithm hasn't given me much love anymore lately. Let me know if you have any tips that would help me out for the next challenge in the comments down below. For now, I hope you have an amazing day and I hope to see you again in the next one.